Sega.
Alone in a cave, surrounded by weapons. That is a very poetic way to die.
Oh, there he goes again. Give it a rest, Shakespeare.
What is the measure of a man? Is it the fruit of his labors? Or the secrets of his heart? Is it the person he is? Or the hero he could become?
Come in, Stark. Can you hear me?
Jensen, we're in business. The suit works!
Yes. These men were right to kidnap you. You could have built great weapons for them.
We're getting out of here.
You go ahead and clear the way. I'll keep in contact through this channel. Every journey starts with a single step, Stark. Ready?
Okay, it's just a door. This should be easy to handle, right? Sit tight, I'll get us out of here.
Please do.
Let's try this glorified cigarette lighter. Vincent, this is ridiculous. I should be dead. But not only am I alive, I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life. These guys have no business using my weapons. I could make a hell of a shockwave if I drop from here. Jensen, what's going on?
They're coming. You have to leave now.
No, that's ridiculous. I'm coming back. Jensen! When we started, this suit was just scrap metal. Now look at it. don't get it. Why kidnap me? They obviously know how to get my weapons. It makes me sick to see Stark crates in this place. The only weapon that's leaving this camp is me.
You want to ruin the company?
Is that a rhetorical question? All I know is that we're not selling weapons anymore.
How do you deal with him?
I don't. I just feed him, clothe him, and bathe him.
Now that is the voice of reason.
Actually, sir, that would be me.
He's right. You don't want to argue with Jarvis, do you?
Tony, this company makes weapons. It's your family legacy.
Was. Legacies change. People change. Maybe it's time for a new kind of company. Okay, down to go.
Pepper. I gotta be running some field tests. Hold all my calls.
Were you serious back there? No more weapons?
That's right, I'm retired. Just give me my gold watch and take away my parking pass, okay?
Stane's really upset.
Good. It's his job to be upset. Gotta run.
Heart monitoring system operational, sir. All systems ready.
Alright, let's see what this suit can do. Jarvis, let's start with hover.
Hover thrusters online. Placing markers for mobility testing, sir. Please enter the ground beacon when finished. Next destination marked on your heads-up display, sir. You will also see it on your radar.
Got it?
Tony, I think you're making a mistake. A lot of people depend on their jobs here. You sure you want to shut everything down?
Hey, take it easy. I'm an engineer, all right? Not their dad. People can take care of themselves. And I'm doing something important right now, so if you don't mind...
You're the boss.
I want terminal velocity, Jarvis. We're going to drop this suit straight down and see what happens. Not bad. Let's try flight.
Flight thrusters online. Placing markers for flight testing, sir. Sir, please remain within the boundaries of the compound.
Let's try routing energy to subsystems, Jarvis. We'll start with the repulsor jets. Jensen would have loved this. Set up some targets so I can test my repulsors.
Targets activated.
Jarvis, I'm telling you, this suit is the greatest weapon I have ever designed. Stane could make a mint with this one on the open market. Too bad for him it's not for sale. Now let's try the chest repulsor, Jarvis. I'll divert more energy in my repulsor tech and...
Please note that this uses more energy, sir.
I know, Jarvis. What?
Men with guns outside.
What men? Who?
I don't know. I'm calling the police.
No, wait. Don't do that. You know what? I think I can take care of this.
I'm sorry, what?
Go to the conference room. Stay there until you hear from me. Jarvis, end training program. This is real.
Affirmative.
Wait a minute. I know these guys. Pepper, these are Maggia soldiers.
What? It can't be Maggia. They're your clients. I just called them yesterday to cancel their contract.
Oh, right. I get it. They can't buy my weapons anymore, so they're gonna take them instead. These Maggia guys are animals. I can't believe I did business with them. You know why these soldiers are here? Because my weapons are here.
I'm sorry, sir. Are you talking to me?
This situation is no good. We must have billions of dollars worth of inventory in these hangars. We're sitting ducks.
What do you suggest, sir?
Extreme measures, as usual.
Sir, C4 charges have been placed on a nearby freight train. Gas tanks could cause considerable damage to the surrounding area. There is limited time. Start gunship launch detected near Hangar 3, sir.
That's not good.
Weapon systems activated on gunship. Suggest immediate action.
Thank you, Jarvis. You all right in there?
We're okay. What is going on?
I'll be right there.
Where have you been?
Weekly steam shower with HR Pepper. You alright?
Armed men attacking this building while you're off
You're
doing...
making me nervous.
We're bringing in contractors, Tony. Private military. Anybody. As many soldiers as we can get.
No. Simple logic. We're gonna destroy our inventory.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Listen. They attacked us because they wanted the inventory stored here, so it's obvious. No more weapons. No more attacks.
No, absolutely not!
Opinion noted, Obi. But I am telling you, do it. Come on, Pepper.
Tony, what's happened to you?
Pepper, listen. I never should have made it out of that cave. Now, I know what I have to do.
I don't understand.
My life's work, everything I've built, countless lives, ruined by my inventions. I have to destroy them.
You can't do this alone. It's too much.
I don't have a choice. Make sure Obi does what I told him. He'll need convincing. Look, I have to go on a business trip.
What trip? There's nothing on your calendar.
Just came up. Pack me a bag, will you?
So, this is it?
Yes, sir. Location confirmed. The men who attacked Stark Industries are here, and so are several weapons caches. All Stark technology.
Cool. Can't wait to blow them into a million pieces. Let's find them.
Yes, sir. 3 weapon caches detected, sir. Marking. Sir, there are civilians in the area.
I'll be careful.
First crate ahead, sir. Stark technology. Crate destroyed. 2 remaining. Sir, the tunnel may lead to another camp.
More ammo. This should come in handy.
Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
More civilians detected in area, sir.
I better be careful then.
Destroyed. 1 remaining. Sir, more civilians.
Got it. These guys never had a chance against me. Jarvis, confirm that all weapons have been destroyed.
Negative. Computer detected nearby, sir. Unable to interface from here.
Let's take a look.
Sir, there are American forces in the area.
No problem. By the time they realize I'm here, I'll be long gone.
It appears these are Magia weapons, sir. The transport is still in the vicinity.
Download all the information you can and let's say hello to Magia.
Sir, that vehicle has electromagnetic pulse capability.
EMP, huh? Any idea of the range?
No, sir. I suggest staying clear. It may have adverse effect on suit functionality.
You know, Jarvis, at first I thought Magia just sold weapons to these guys. But now I think they're actually working together. Okay, now I'm sure.
Unit has heavy armor and multiple weapon pods. Suggest targeting exposed weaponry.
I'm on it.
Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
Damage taken too great. Activating manual heart system override. Override failure. Backup system activated. Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
Reboot system activated. System failure. Backup activated. Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it.
Are you lost, sir?
Of course not. Back to it. Damn, I'm good.
Sir, we have been spotted by US radar. They are scrambling jets now.
I'm not going to fight U.S. troops. Patch me through to their command center.
Connection acquired.
Roger that. Engage.
Sir, missile lock detected.
Evasive actions, now! Hold your fire. I'm not an enemy.
Charlie 2-0, come again. You did not read.
I said stop.
Tony, is that you? What are you doing on this frequency?
Rhodey! I'll explain everything. Just, don't shoot at me, all right?
Sir, pilot's parachute has failed to open.
What's your blood alcohol level, Tony? What in the hell are you doing?
Call off your pilots. I'll explain later.
Tony?
You shouldn't be in here.
And you shouldn't be off risking your life.
And how do you know what I've been doing?
Tony, I know. You're gonna get yourself killed. Please stop it.
Okay, I promise. I'll stop. I'll put my head in the sand, stick out my ass, and not think about what's going on around us.
Come on, Tony.
You believed in me before. What's changed? I'm finally doing something worthwhile. I don't know what else to do.
Tony, what in the hell were you doing out there?
Hey, Rhodey. Not now, okay? Let's not get into all that stuff. The planes, the missiles, the dogfight, the military intervention.
Oh, will you please stop it? I just worry about you.
I'm not the problem here. It's the Maggia. They're the ones supplying criminals with weapons.
No, the problem, Tony, is you're fighting a war and you're not a soldier.
You're damn right I'm not. I'm an army. And I don't care how rich Maggia made me. I'm gonna bury him.
You said you had something for us, sir?
It's beautiful. A work of art. I'll send the rest of it to the labs. I want you to get started on it right away. Sega. Sega.
"45 years after his debut on the pages of a comic book, Iron Man is set to be unleashed onto the big screen with his first major motion picture. In order to create an Iron Man game to accompany the film, Sega enlisted the aid of Montreal developer A2M.
A2M is a very strong character-based studio.
Iron Man is the game that brought me to the company. I mean, I wanted to really work on Iron Man.
I'm personally a big fan of superheroes, so I was just really happy to get a chance to work on this project.
I think that's a big opportunity for us to show what we got.
Iron Man first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 39 as part of a new wave of superheroes unleashed by Marvel in the early 60s.
62 and 63 were really big years for Marvel, where we produced, Stan Lee and company produced quite a number of our major icons.
Compelled to do something different, Stan Lee, along with Larry Lieber, Don Heck, and Jack Kirby, conceived the idea for Iron Man.
I think I was getting a little bit conceited, and I thought, I'm going to try something that you wouldn't think would succeed, but I'm going to make it work. You know, it became a challenge. So Tony was all the things that I thought people hated at the time, and I said, I'm going to make them like him.
Well, basically, he took comic books and changed them. I mean, up until that point in the 60s, comic books were all about these righteous characters who are great and awesome, but they were kind of one-dimensional. With Iron Man, Iron Man was a guy who wasn't really likable to begin with. He was, introducing a guy who was a 30s millionaire playboy to comic book fans. Like, why should I like this guy? But he was able to take these characters and, despite all their flaws, make them lovable, relatable.
So, okay, I had a rich industrialist who made war weapons and so forth, but why was he a superhero? So I decided he'd be a guy in an iron suit of armor. And I thought, it shows how original I can be. An iron suit of armor, I'll call him Iron Man.
Unlike other superheroes imbued with preternatural abilities or superhuman strength, Iron Man is a product of self-preservation, ingenuity, and redemption.
Yeah, he starts off as a guy who's, in captivity, is injured by his own weapons, and he's on the verge of dying, and then builds what turns out to be the Iron Man suit, originally to save his life.
So he has to build this machine around his heart that magnetically keeps the shrapnel away. And if the machine stops working, it digs in until it pierces his heart and kills him.
For the past 45 years, Iron Man has thrilled fans around the world as part of comic book lore. But now the man in the iron suit of armor is about to take on his biggest audience, moviegoers.
Well, Iron Man, first and foremost at this point, means major movie property, franchise for us. He is the inaugural character, the inaugural launch of Marvel Studios.
What Marvel is really good at is they're really taking care to not only preserve, what the fans like, but doing things to make it appeal to a wider range of audience, stuff that everybody can relate to. And that's the thing with all these comic books, is that they always have these general, fundamental human kind of sensibilities, and bring them out to a wider range of public who wouldn't necessarily go in the comic store, but they'll watch a movie, and the same people will probably end up, playing the video games.
Designing a game around Iron Man's many varied abilities and powers presents some developmental challenges along with some interesting gameplay experiences.
Yeah, it's actually hugely difficult. I think one of the things that makes Iron Man so compelling but also makes him difficult is he can do so much. He can fly, he's got super strength, he's got the armor shield, the unit beam, the repulsor blast, all these different things. You've got to balance gameplay for all those things.
Iron Man flies around, so we're going to have to look at opening the environments, creating a little more open, less linear. Very, very challenging for game development.
Anybody can be creative if you have no limit. Anybody can come up with any crazy idea. It's more fun to do it when you're like, okay, no, I can't go there, I can't go there. And this is the box that's defined for me. Okay, let's see how far I can push that box while staying in that box.
we can't really load and unload parts of levels when your character can fly everywhere and go everywhere and see everywhere at the same time. So that's been the biggest challenge for sure.
In order to bring these characters to life, Sega and A2M were able to enlist many of the film stars to reprise their roles.
Yeah, when we cast Robert, we had the reaction was, I never would have thought of it, but he's perfect. And that's sort of what you're going for. You want to surprise people, but you don't want to take them so far afield of what their expectations are that they're turned off to the project. You want them to be excited and intrigued by it.
Well, I think the luckiest thing that happened was getting Robert Downey Jr. to play Tony Stark. That guy was born to be Tony Stark. When I first saw him, you know, with his little beard and everything, the way Tony has it, and I saw him in a scene, oh man, that was so gratifying.
The great thing about Tony Stark is that he doesn't have any superpowers per se. He's just kind of a genius and a weapons manufacturer and a general ne'er-do-well badass.
With both a feature film and video game, 2008 looks to be an invincible year for Iron Man.
Mr. Stark, you've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
What do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not bad. They say the best weapon is one you never have to fire. I prefer the weapon you only need to fire once. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. To peace.
Is it cool if I take a picture with you?
Yes, it's very cool. I don't want to see this on your MySpace page. Please, no gang signs. No, throw it up, I'm kidding.
You have till tomorrow to assemble my missile.
I should be dead already. Unless it was for a reason. I just finally know what I have to do.
That doesn't look like a missile. What are you building, Stark?
I'm working on something big.